Hey, what's going on, guys? Shintaro over here, and today I just want to talk about how to stay healthy during this time. I know you're not supposed to use the C word on YouTube, so I'm not going to say it, but we all know what's going on. It's crazy out there, and here are just some 5 tips that I want to give you today that's going to help you sort of stay sane and healthy. So when the quarantine started to happen, I was eating the same diet that I always ate, but I was exercising significantly less, which led to a big weight gain. I was about 230 pounds, and I'm about 200 now, as a point of reference, and I didn't feel good about myself. So the first thing I did was get on a proper diet, and I really honed in on my nutrition, and that's one of the tips that are going to keep you sane, right? It's something that you can control, what you eat and all this stuff, and expend the energy of. So that's my number 1 tip, right? You got to get on your nutrition, and you have to look at nutrition sort of like a calorie bank, right? As you do with your personal finances. You get paid a certain amount of money, you have a budget for expenses, and then you have expenditures, and you got to look at it like a sort of a P&L situation. And same thing with calories, right? Daily caloric for me to be at a slight deficit is about 2,000 calories. So I try to eat that, and if I go over or under, I try to compensate for it the next day. And I look at my weekly totals, and that ultimately led me to a nice little steady decline to where I am at today. And it's very important, you have to eat whole foods, right? That should be the majority of your diet, because processed food is bad for you. It's bad for your mindset and all these different things. So diet is the number 1 tip, leading to the second pillar of one of my, important facets of being healthy, right? Diet, exercise, and sleep is going to be exercise. And it's tough to not go to the gym and the progressive overload with the 2.5 pound plates and all this stuff. It's really difficult now. So, you want to do something, right? You want to go outside, get your 10,000 steps in, and that's sort of my goal on a daily basis, to get 10,000 steps, which equates to about 5 miles, which equates to about 500 calories for me. And I don't even use that for my daily caloric expenditure and my calorie net. I just eat 2,000 calories, and whatever I do in exercise is sort of a bonus, right? So I have my walking situation, and of course I'm trying to keep up with my strength training. So my exercise regimen right now, I have a push day, a pull day, and a leg day. And I don't try to beat myself up if I don't hit it. I'm not really on a progressive overload program, but on a push day, I try to get as many push-ups as I can. On a pull day, I try to get as many pull-ups as I can. And same with legs. I have a sprint day, and I walk 10,000 steps every day. So that's sort of my exercise plan as of right now. Right, so we have diet, exercise, and the last part of the 3 pillars of health is sleep. Right? It's really crucial that you get enough sleep every night, 8 hours a day. In the beginning, I sort of found myself sleeping in because I started using this time sort of as a staycation, right? So I was watching Netflix at night, Tiger King was on, and rewatching Breaking Bad and all these different things, right? So my sleep schedule was messed up, and it was very detrimental to my health, right? There's a lot of information on sleep hygiene and all this stuff out there already, so check that out. So the next part is limiting screen time. It's very important you limit screen time, because it's so easy to just get caught up and reading the news feed all day and refresh and getting all this toxic stuff into your system. You're reading about it, and for me it's very difficult because I'm part of so many group chats. It's like my phone's constantly going off. I'm glued to the screen, and people are sending me articles about this or that, and then I in turn have to do a little bit of my own research and for my own opinion. So I'm on the news sites reading, right? CNN, New York Times, Washington Post, everything, right? Just constantly reading the news, and there's a lot of negative news out there, so it could definitely affect your psyche. So you want to really limit screen time during a time like this. And it really leads me to my last point, which is really counting your blessing and focus on the people around you, right? And I know everyone's in a different place, and it's very difficult in a time like this, and including me. I have 2 gyms, and I have a very uncertain future because those gyms might not make it, right? So what you want to do is put on your phone, don't look at the news so much, and focus on the people around you, right? I count my blessings, and I'm trying to look at it, from a standpoint of like, look at all this time that I get to spend with my daughter now, right? She's only 2 years old for 365 days a year. Now I could spend that all the time with her, which is a blessing, and it's the thing that I try to focus on most during this time, to be a good dad and a good partner, for my baby mama, and trying to not to drive her crazy so much, with my shenanigans, right? But yeah, just focus on your blessings, count your blessings, and diet, exercise, sleep, and limit screen time. Those are my 5 tips on how to, I guess, I don't want to say stay sane, but it's a healthy couple tips that I've been trying to do myself, and hopefully it helps you too. And thank you for watching, as always.